Are you married to the right person? Every relationship in marriage has a cycle. In the beginning, you fall in love with your spouse. You anticipated their call, their messages, wanted their touch, and even liked their weirdnesses. Falling in love with your spouse was not hard. In fact, it was a completely spontaneous experience. You didn't have to do anything at all. That is why it's called falling in love, because it is happening to you. Sometimes you say, I was swept off my feet. It is like you were standing there doing nothing, and then something came along and happened to you. It was easy, passive, and a spontaneous experience. But after a few years of marriage, the euphoria of love fades. It's the natural cycle of every relationship. Slowly but surely, phone calls become a bother if they come at all. Touch is not always welcome when it happens, and yet spouses' weirdnesses, instead of being cute, drive you nuts. The symptoms of this stage vary with every relationship. But if you think about your marriage, you will notice a dramatic difference between the initial stage when you were in love and a much duller or even angrier subsequent stage. At this point of time, you and your spouse will might start asking, did I marry the right person? As you and your spouse reflect on the excitement of the love that once you had, and you may begin to desire that experience with someone else. This is when marriages break down. People blame their spouses for their unhappiness and look outside their marriage for fulfillment and happiness. Clandestine and betrayal then comes in all shapes and sizes. Cheating is the most obvious, but sometimes people divert their attention to work, spirituality, hobby, friendship, excessive TV, social media, or substance abuse. But however, the answer to this problem is not outside your marriage, it lies within it. I'm not saying that you could not fall in love with someone else. You could, and for a short time you would feel better, but you would be in the same situation in a few months or a few years later. The repercussions would be dangerous. Listen carefully. The key to succeeding in marriage is not finding the right person, it's learning to love the right person you found. Nourishing love is not an inactive or spontaneous experience. It will never just happen to you. You cannot find lasting love by doing nothing. Nothing comes out of nothing. You have to make it day in and day out. You have to work hard for it. That is why we call the expression the labor of love, because it takes time, effort, and energy. And more importantly, it takes wisdom. You have to know what to do to make your marriage work, and make no mistake about it. Love is not a mystery. There are specific things you can deal with your spouse in order to succeed with your marriage. These are called skills of marriage, which you should learn and practice for your own well-being. Just as there are physical laws of the universe, such as the gravity, there are also laws for relationship. Just as the right diet and exercise program makes you physically stronger and healthy, certain habits in your relationship will make your marriage stronger. It's a direct cause and effect. If you know and apply these laws, the results are predictable and will give you so much solace. You can make love work. At least do your part well. Best of luck.